I am really excited today to talk to you about Reston, Virginia, and a whole bunch of great features and reasons why people love living in Reston, Virginia. So one of the first things I like to talk about is Reston was developed by the Rouse Company. The Rouse Company is also known for developing Columbia, Maryland. The Rouse Company loved to have great hubs or villages where you would have a set of schools and a nice strip mall for easy access, grocery, other shopping, all in one village. Reston has that same kind of setup with different shopping, strip malls, and schools to support it. So a lot of people love the clusters, the neighborhoods of Reston, from South Lakes to North Point, all the different areas in Reston. So it's really neat design. And if you think of it kind of like this shape, in the center is Reston Town Center, which is a really happening place where they have festivals, all kinds of things year-round. There's also a great movie theater, a lot of restaurants, some local flavors like Jackson's, other more common names, also Passion Fish, the Apple Store, and an ice rink in the winter. It's a fun place where a lot of things are happening and people want to be there. Reston Town Center, really cool design in the heart of Reston. Reston also has every grocery, every shopping you could need, from Giant Food, Safeway, Harris Teeter, also has Whole Foods, Trader Joe, and now even a Wegmans. So people can get whatever they need in Reston. Reston is surrounded by a lot of other great areas in Northern Virginia, easy access to places adjacent to Vienna, Herndon, Fairfax, and even Great Falls. Lots of other great areas to explore. Plus, Reston even has its own little zoo. One of my favorite features of Reston is the nature. Lots of walking trails, lots of trees, lots of greenery, lots of lakes that are man-made, but fun to enjoy. Some people really love Reston because they want to get that home that backs really close to a lake, so they can walk around the lake, might even be able to use a little boat, a little paddle boat, a little raft, and just really enjoy the water. I know the water is my happy place. I like to get to the beach whenever I can, but the beach is hours away from the DC metro area, so to have a lake is really nice. And Reston, Virginia has a number of nice lakes. Reston also has an association called the Reston Association. They help keep an eye on the trails, the area, lots of different things, a lot of fields, a lot of parks, plus a number of swimming pools. So that's a really cool feature to give access to these amenities to the people living in Reston. Reston is nicely located not too far from Washington, D.C., about a 30-minute drive to Washington, D.C. without too much traffic, and also easy access to the toll road. The toll road can shoot in east towards D.C., or you can go out west and get to points beyond Leesburg, or it can be easy access to the airport. A lot of people like the proximity of Reston to the Dulles International Airport. Great local international airport, flights nonstop almost anywhere in the country or the world. I'm pretty sure they've got a nonstop to Beijing or somewhere far away. And I know I've seen the nonstop to Hawaii, which is pretty cool. So the airport is a big plus. Reston also has tremendous easy access for roads. I mentioned the toll road, also easy to hop on Route 7, hop on Ox, get over to 50, and you can even go some back roads and wind away in other ways if you don't want to pay to go on the toll road. Reston is a neat central position for going west or east, because those are our two big job centers in the Northern Virginia areas, kind of the DC area, and then also right around the airport. Businesses want to be where they have access to and from, and then also access to the Loudoun County data center corridor, where there's a lot of things happening related to the internet and data as well. Reston, really attractive, fun, nature, trees, great place that people like to be in and like to live in. Another thing that's really fun about Reston is the home designs. You will find condos, townhomes, and single families, but there's a lot of contemporary designs in Reston with really big windows, higher ceilings. And again, Reston known for that nature. People want to be able to see it. People want to be able to access it. Some real beautiful private areas backing to woods, looking at the nature, and people really excited about those features. Reston holds a special place in my heart because it was the first real estate office I joined right there in Reston Town Center in 2003. So really cool to see it evolve, just like every other area in the Northern Virginia area has really evolved and grown, and really fun place to be. I don't know if I mentioned Reston has 2 metro stations, one by Wheelie. Wheelie is a nice cross street that cuts through Reston a little closer east. Right around that metro station, there's a lot of cool things popping up, some office buildings. There's a Founding Farmers restaurant, CVS, a lot of other things popping up. People want to be around where there's accessibility. That metro station by Wheelie, and another metro station over by the Reston Town Center, which is super convenient, where employers want to be, and also easy access to the amenities, shops, restaurants, and fun things happening in Reston Town Center. So somebody living in DC could take advantage of it, or Tyson's Corner, or even people a little farther west could come in this way. Or, somebody who took a flight here to visit somebody, they can take the metro into Reston. Reston Association is involved in lots of activities, camps. Some potential negatives for Reston would be, I mentioned the Reston Association and the pools and the nature and the trails and all these things. Unless you live in that donut hole in the center in a condo at Reston Town Center, then you're probably going to have to pay the Reston Association fee. So a lot of great things for the trails, the nature, the upkeep, the parks, and those pools, but there is a cost to that. For some people, that could be a deterrent to have to pay the Reston Association fee. Another thing, being so central, they're kind of in the middle of this Northern Virginia area. If you go a little bit kind of west from DC, sometimes you got people passing through and there's traffic coming from the west or the east. So there can be some congestion in Reston. Another potential negative about Reston, Virginia is a flip of one of the positives. One of the positives is all the nature. Well, all of that nature, all those trees, that creates work and upkeep. You can pay somebody else to maintain your yard, or you do it yourself. With all those trees and leaves and all of the things, the debris is getting blown everywhere, also getting clogged on your roof and in your gutters. You need to keep an eye on that. You need to take care of that. You need to pay to keep your gutters clean. Make sure you don't get any mildew on the outside of your house. Just takes extra maintenance when you're in and around all of the nature. So something to be aware of. Yeah, so those are 3 potential negatives for Reston, Virginia. The potential congestion or traffic, the maintenance of the home being in and around all the nature, and then also the fee to be in the Reston Association. Overall, Reston is a fun, vibrant area that really is kind of cool the way it's designed, with the villages, the clusters, and with all of the nature and the privacy. You can get out and not realize you're taking a walk in nature, and don't realize that you are 30 minutes from the nation's capital. Another hidden gem I forgot to mention is the WO&D Trail. Cuts through Reston pretty much parallel to the toll road. It's like, what a gem for walking, biking, running, just enjoying the outdoors. It's an old railroad trail, really great for exercise and getting outdoors. And it actually goes all the way in to DC, but it also goes to points farther west than Reston, through Herndon, Ashburn, and beyond. So a lot of people like to exercise or just enjoy the outdoors on the WO&D Trail. Thank you for listening to me about Reston, Virginia, one of the many cool areas to live or enjoy in Northern Virginia. If you have any questions about Reston or want to talk real estate in Northern Virginia and surrounding area, be honored to help you. I'm Jeff Wu, your local realtor, licensed Virginia, Maryland, and DC. Have a great day.